Hi Virgo, and welcome to November. This is the Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus Virgos. But if you have any other placements in your natal chart for Virgo, and out of curiosity you just want to see how this video will resonate for you, I mean, welcome. You know, I'm not one to turn anybody away. If you're new to the Mother Teresa channel, welcome. We invite you in with open arms, nothing but love over here. Definitely subscribe before you leave though. I promise you won't be disappointed, but that's the best way for you to know that I have uploaded more videos. And as well, if you were to click the bell notification, you get an automatic alert once I upload a video. So that's the best way to keep in touch with me when I upload. But also for you cross watchers, my little spies, hi. Let's definitely get into your reading. I felt the need to continue shuffling after I've already shuffled for about 2 to 3 minutes. So let's see what comes out. High Priestess was at the bottom of the deck. Are you guys dealing with the Pisces, Cancer? Or is this Venus and Scorpio energy affecting you at all? It might be, because the first card that came out was the Death card, which is Scorpio's card, ruled by Mars. Okay, what's needing to be transformed or transmuted this month? What do you have to surrender? What do you have to give up to find greater? Is it values? Is it behavior? Is it love? Because I know that some people are going through it in love. If you've been in a partnership, now you will see a lot of people that have been together for a while starting to break up with Venus retrograde in Scorpio. And then those that have been single for a while do decide to transition from their single livelihood and find their divine counterpart and are coming into union with people, soulmates, twin flames. We have the Sun card here, Leo. Some heavy hitters coming out the gate. So what is this? Are you changing your outlook on life? Needing to be more optimistic in life if you haven't been? Things are starting to feel lighter in your life, very literally, right? It's been a little dark for a while now. It's been hard to kind of keep your eye on the prize or to feel like there would be better days ahead, but it's on the horizon, and you will definitely start to feel this when Jupiter goes into Sagittarius, okay? Everybody has all 12 zodiac signs in their natal chart, so it just depends on how heavy the influence is, depending on where it lands in your chart, right? But you will definitely see what I am talking about. After the Sun came the Queen of Cups, okay? And then as far as the second, third week of November, what you may come into energetically as far as obstacles or blockages, you have the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Now, Virgo, I just did Taurus's reading before you guys, and a lot of some of the cards that they had are coming up in this reading. But coming into the end of the month, where you will be or find yourself or feel energetically, at the very least, you have the Ace of Wands that came out with the Six of Wands. So again, just feeling lighter, having faith in yourself and your abilities again, and things that you can achieve again. But after the Six of Wands, do be careful, because what came out was the Four of Pentacles. So it's like once you start to see these successes, I don't want you to hold so tightly to them as if nothing else is going to come into your life, because you've been in a drought potentially here for a while with this Death card energy, because it's always the first card that is the most significant as far as the energy that you feel, right? So at the end of the month, I just want to say, you know, that there is no need for you to like be territorial or to start acting possessive over the material possessions. Because I mean, let's be honest, when you die, you cannot take any of this stuff with you. None of the material wealth that you have accumulated will really matter unless you're able to set up your family members, your children, your grandchildren, your grandchildren's children up for success in the work that you do and the legacy that you leave behind for them. You know, again, change your approach to life and the way that you view it. Okay, and learn to have fun with it. You're not here just to suffer. You're not here just to work in order to live, you know, or live to work. I always get that mixed up. You're not here just to live to work. You're here to work to live. Start saving $30 every paycheck which is bi-weekly, $60 a month. 60 times 12, I'm not sure what that adds up to, because my math is really not all that great, but it's more than what you would have if you didn't do that. And that's money that you can put toward traveling, to expand your mind, to expand your horizons, to invite in these new experiences. You know how much material possessions mean to you, and your self-esteem and your self-worth. I feel like that's going to be highlighted. Some of you guys are out of touch with reality here. I'm getting that as some blockages, or the person that you're dealing with. Some of you guys don't know necessarily how to be romantic, or it's like whenever you try to express how you feel about someone to someone, the words kind of get lost in translation, and so it comes out wrong. So you can never really truly get your intention across as far as what you see in the relationship, like the potential for the relationship, if that's something that you want. Some of you guys might be struggling with whether or not that is something that you want to put effort into, like being commitment. Some of you guys are commitment phobes here, and I'm definitely getting that. There's a phobia or a fear surrounding some type of relationship that seems to be like a binding thing. It's like once you commit, it's not something that you can ever get out of, but that's a lie. Don't rush and get married if you know that you don't see yourself being with this person and being able to grow in love with this person. If you've already been married, I mean, there's really nothing that you can do about it, but wait for it to get better by putting in the work as far as doing your part for what you can do to make the marriage improve, to help the marriage improve. But if you know it's kind of like come to the end, like you've come to the end of the road here in love, then I mean, nothing else can be done. You know that separating will be the best thing for you, right? Because you wouldn't want to have your children be in a situation where they're watching two people who are not in love with each other and not speaking lovingly towards each other. That's not something that you want to inflict upon your children. That's unnecessary trauma that your child will have to go through, okay? You would rather have them grow up in a home that is happy, okay? Grow up around people that can be positive. So if you guys know that you would be better co-parenting, or that you feel like you might need to separate for a while, you know, and live separately, then as long as you keep everybody in the loop, because I feel like that's sometimes what causes children to develop anger issues. They feel like either the burdens were placed heavily on them and they feel like, oh, it's their fault that a situation isn't working out between their paternal or maternal figures, right? Either that's the case, or they feel like they were too heavily involved too early in a relationship that was far beyond them and their knowledge and their capabilities, out of their control and what they could do for the relationship, kind of like putting the child in the middle. Then it's definitely for the fact that they feel like they are being left out when decisions are being made, okay? And I'm only saying a child because the Knight of Cups is like young energy, and also with the Sun card that is here, this can be a child, if not a newborn, you know, that's in the midst of the situation, that's caught up in the emotional mess or emotional drama that might be going on right now. So yeah, definitely don't be afraid to have honest conversations with your children. I feel like a lot of people like to talk to them in that mothery style, like ooh goo goo gaga, like talking to kids as if they don't have any level of understanding, but it's like the kids are the closest thing to God. You know, a lot of kids have a lot more emotional intelligence than adults. So I would say have conversations with them without going into like graphic detail about things like sex. If they're 3 years old, they don't need to know about penetration. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to know about what goes on behind closed doors when you're having an argument with your spouse, but they can definitely understand that two people just aren't getting along right now. Kind of like when you're in school and you have a friend that no longer wants to be your friend, or you have somebody that's being mean to you and you don't like it. It hurts your feelings. Mommy's feelings are hurt right now. Daddy's feelings are hurt right now, and so we're going to take a break. We're not friends right now. We're not living together right now. You have to make it make sense for the child. But as long as they feel like they are in the loop, then all things like, you know, all things will be good and all things can move in the right direction. You definitely have the Seven of Swords with the Emperor card and the Eight of Wands that's at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Wands. But the Eight of Wands is a positive omen for protection in whatever way or direction that you decide to go in, right? Dolphins are very protective figures. So you have the capabilities, or you will have the courage to overcome anything that might cause like tension or strife in your life. So if this is not about a relationship, sorry y'all, confirmation to what I'm saying, but like disrespectful. But if this is not about a relationship, then this is about you. And again, seeing brighter days and things being lighter and you being able to move forward and overcome new battles and new challenges that you're inviting into your life with the new money and the new opportunities that will eventually be made, I want to say, a part of like your conscious awareness, because that is here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's blocked right now because you can't physically see any of this stuff manifesting. You don't see this love, you don't see this work, you don't see your creativity. You're having like writer's block, or just creatively you're blocked. You're not really motivated, or you can't really see like the answers that you need. You don't really have them in front of you right now. It's going to, by the 11th of November onward, when Jupiter again goes into the sign of Sagittarius, it does its solar return, it's finally in its rightful place, then you will start to feel it energetically, if not see it. And when you start to feel it, your physical vitality, of course, is affected. You start to feel better, you start to look better, you start to do more, you start to try harder, you start to feel more inspired, you're more action oriented, you're wanting to get more things off of the ground. And so when you start to do that, you will start to see again the successes. But then don't get again in that point where, because you were in a period of a drought and things haven't been good for so long, that you hoard and you hold on to things, because that's only going to create more stagnant energy, right? You can't make any more than what you have because you don't believe that you have the power to essentially have that type of abundance in your life. Okay, all that you have right now, or all that you will have by the end of November, is all that you need. Learn how to work in unison with other people instead of looking at them consistently as your competitors, as somebody that you have to have dominion over, you know, as somebody that you have to be underhanded with just to pretty much topple or get on top of. Don't do anything underhanded just to be glorified. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you're not really a winner if you had to cheat to win the race. You know what I'm saying? If you had to cheat to get ahead, you're not going to be able to sleep at night. That Seven of Swords is quickly going to turn into that Nine of Swords. You're going to be feeling guilty if you try to get the upper hand or do something sly or slick to get your way. With the Seven of Swords, though, you also have to utilize tact and diplomacy to get what you want. So maybe that's something that you have to work on, and that can help you strategically with being able to put yourself in a position where you're able to get more offers and opportunities as far as money is concerned, as well as like your philosophies or your ideologies behind power and what it means to be powerful. Okay, so that might really change, especially with Pluto being in Scorpio. That's where your greatest transformation will happen as far as like your self-image and the way that you regard power is concerned. But yeah, just last little like keynote, believing here with this Ace of Wands that you already have whatever it is that you want, because you see how he's holding the world in his hands, instead of acting like there's something that is missing in your life, that you feel like you have a lack of something. Believing that you already have it is what will bring it to you, what will bring everything to you. So maybe with this Hierophant energy here, if you're not dealing with the Taurus, you need to embody Taurus's energy and how receptive that sign is. Look up the sign of Taurus and those attributes as far as them not ever wanting to force situations. They understand that they are magnetic in their own right, especially Taurus males, and things just typically fall into their lap because they don't go searching for things, because they don't feel like there is anything that is outside of them that isn't already within them. Okay, so As far as chakras are concerned, all of them are here, so get all 7 into balance, okay? If you're interested in a private reading with me, definitely hit me up at my email here, as well as in the description box below at your discretion whenever you feel ready. But if what I said did resonate for you today, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.